Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and yay, it's your girl Miss.nekundi, and I know it's been a minute. I haven't dropped nothing. It's because, guys, this semester had me by the balls. The semester had your girl by the balls, but it is what it is, and I'm back. And yeah, well, I come back. So yeah guys, I just want to welcome you guys back. And if you're new to my channel, if you found my channel by chance, or somebody said yo, go check this girl's videos out, I really want to say welcome. Make yourself at home, grab your bowl of porridge, because what happens here is epic, guys. It's epic. And today's video is one of those epic ones, because as you could tell by the title, the video is going to be about how I was almost raped, and not once but twice. So yeah, just grab your bowls of porridge and let's get right into it, okay? So guys, before I even get into it, I just want to say this video is probably going to offend people. People are going to take offenses, but okay, not really offenses. People are probably going to catch feelings, because there are people who can relate to my videos, and there were people who came to me due to my other videos and came and asked me, yo, do you think that's cool? And I really feel like I don't understand why people were catching offenses, because I really never said anybody's name in particular. And then I was just talking about my experiences, and people caught offenses. And I just want to say that this time around, guys, I'm going to talk about this video. I'm going to talk about this title.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I just want to say that, guys, in this video this time around, really truly, if you are Cinderella and you are fitting in the shoes, Cinderella has two choices. So one, life is a learning curve, and if you're watching this video and you feel like you can relate, if you have done this to somebody, or you can really just relate, and you feel like you've once done somebody wrong, you've done something wrong, you can either change, because really life is a learning curve. Or if you're really just taking offenses and catching feelings just because of what I'm talking about, then what's there left to say? If you're fitting in the shoes, Cinderella must really just wear the shoes, because guys, I'm tired. And because one of the main reasons I started my channel is because really I just want to share my experiences, and I feel like there's somebody out there who has probably experienced the same thing and they're in a dark place right now. Or I just feel like my videos are informative. Is that a word? I hope it is. So I feel like my videos really are feeding the people information, and really just making people realize that they're not the only ones that are going through this. So really, if you're fitting in these shoes and you do not want to do anything about it, please put on the glass slipper. That's the only other way. And I'm really sorry that I have to say this, Mara that's what it is. So let me get right into it. So guys, before I get to the story itself, I want to give you a backstory. 2016, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it is 2016. 2016, we were living in, I don't know if I should call them flats or apartments, where it was like, how many houses were in that compound? It was like 1, 2, 3, 4 houses in the same compound, and our neighbors were these Kavango guys. And one day I'm studying in the night and the lights are on. I remember my mom was not home. She was on she went for a workshop, and I hear somebody knocking on the door, and this person says, hello guys. And I'm like, oh, that's the neighbor's voice. Let me go see what he's saying. We never really had a connection with these people, but I had to go check. It's my neighbor. What if they needed help? And I was just with a nanny and she was asleep. So I opened the door and I was like, hey, how can I help you? And he's like, oh no, I thought you guys slept with the lights on, and I was just trying to tell you guys to turn them off. And I was like, oh no, I'm studying. Oh, you're studying, great. He's like, oh, I've always been meaning to talk to you, but I'm really scared of you for some reason, and now that you're here, I might as well just tell you this, because I kind of really like you. Mind you, this man, guys, is a whole man in a mirror. I'm 16, so probably he was like a 26-year-old guy by then. He looked really big to me, and he was really tall. And so he's like, oh, oh, I really like you. And I'm like, oh, okay. So where do you school? I don't usually see you, just come here occasionally. I believe, no, I'm in hostel. I told him, no, I'm in boarding school. Then he's like, oh, where do you school? I'm like, no, I school at Canisiano schooling. And he's like, oh, do you guys get visitors at school? Because yo, it must be really hectic being in boarding school, hey? Then I'm like, oh yeah, we do get visitors, but mostly our family members, you know. And then he's like, oh, do you mind if I kiss you? And I'm like, no, you can't kiss me. Okay, can you hug me? Then I'm like, no problem. I give him a hug and I say good night, and then I close the door, I lock it, and I go back to my studying. So when I got back to school one day, I remember I was punished. I was busy. I was, how do you call removing class, guys? English. Okwandilimi. Ne? Okwaita punishment tulimi. And then somebody calls me, oh Hilda, there's a cousin of yours that came and visit you. Now me, being a girl who, in my family, guys, my cousins, we are like one, I'm like one of the big cousins, guys. So I'm just there like, am I not pissed, guys? I'm here thinking my phone is recording and it stopped a long time ago, and wow. But anyways, it's fine. So yeah, and me being one of the big cousins, I'm just like, which big cousin? We really don't have big cousins. So from the point where I was standing, I check and I'm like, yo, that one is my neighbor. What is he doing here? And I just kind of panicked because wow, me having a guy coming to visit me at school, that's embarrassing. So I ran to this other field behind our hostel, and then I jump into the school, into the hostel, and that's when I tell the matrons, no, there's a person who said he came and visit me, but then he's not even really my cousin, he's just my neighbor, whatnot. You know, that time, guys, my school, you'll be suspended for no reason, so you just have to come clean, kucha, no, this is not it. And then I call my mother and I tell her what's going on. And then that's where the matrons say, no, you have to open a case for these people, because firstly they are on our school grounds, they are drinking, they are smoking weed, and you cannot go confront them on your own, because what if they kill you? These people are dramatic, guys. So my mother, that's when, okay, I hear kama that evening my house was kama packed with officers, and I hear that the guy slept in, he slept in apparently. So, and I feel like it's because by the time I probably didn't turn 16 yet, and it was probably being seen as a minor being violated. Is that right? I'm not sure, but yeah, it was like that. So my mother was angry at me, you know. So, and especially when she went and found out that I hugged this guy, it was a whole big deal, guys. My matrons, guys, they sat me down and they spoke to me, Kuchaya, this is it, this isn't it, you know. So when I went home, I'm not sure if it was for the holiday or for the weekend. Somebody knocked on the door and I opened the door. It's my mother's colleague, and then he says, no, I don't remember if it was melons or cabbages from Etunda. Then I was like, no, it's fine. I'll tell her that we received the things. And that is when this man started touching me and holding me, and I kept pushing him away from me. And I can't remember what this man was saying, but it wasn't anything pleasant. He just kept trying to touch me. He kept touching my boobs. He kept holding me, and I kept pushing him away. Mind you, this man, guys, old enough to be my father, just take note. And he's like, for a 16-year-old, he's too strong, and I kept pushing him and he just kept coming. And take note, this man, this other time my mom came and get me from school, he was with him. He called me that day, oh, you know, men who do that. So, you know, for us girls, I do not know if it's for everybody, but for me personally, when a man does that to me, I usually just laugh, which is not a real laugh. For to be honest, it's not a real laugh, and I'm saying, yeah, yeah, kind of way, but I'm really not happy about it. So this man kept touching me and all this thing, and finally he tried kissing me, and that's when I freaked out the most, and I ran to the room. And mind you, our door at the time did not have a key, and my sisters are in the sitting room watching TV, right? So I'm just holding the door, and that is when I hear this man talking to my sisters, guys. It's like, where is the toilet? And that moment I was like, fuck my siblings, Hilda, you're so selfish. You came to the room and your little sisters are in the sitting room. They're not safe. But still, I just stayed in the room, guys, and I just kept trying to hear what he's saying. And then I hear him walking towards the toilet, and I know he knew where the toilet was. It was not his first time in our house. And the closer he walked to the room, guys, I got even scared, and I hear him opening the door to the bathroom. Yeah, so this man goes to the bathroom. He did not even stay long. I don't know what he went and do, because I just felt like it was a way to make me even more scared. So yeah, and I'm just there like, oh Hilda, you're really selfish. Your sister saying that's sitting room brat. As soon as I hear that the man is gone, I felt like it was safe, and I left the room. So when my mother got home, I was like, really, I did not know whether to tell her, because she was angry at me because of the previous incident I just talked about. And I was like, you know what, it's fine, she's angry, but I'm still going to talk about it. And I told her about it, and she was really pissed. The woman was pissed. She wanted to open a lawsuit together with my father, and you know, and this man came forward and he apologized, and my parents told me that he apologized, and I was like, it's fine, I forgive him. So guys, and I really know somebody's going to come and say, what were you wearing, guys? And it's crazy that this is the same thing that somebody asked me when it came to the incident. Somebody asked me what I was wearing, and not that it matters, but I was honestly just wearing a top similar to this and a jean, which only that the top was not this one, it was having a snake print, and I think I would attach a picture of the top that I was wearing that day, and it was just having a little opening on my back. But that is not something to provoke a person. No, you cannot tell me that you could do I go provoking a rape on, because I remember a friend of mine told me, no, we wear stupid things and it makes them want, it really provokes people. And I was like, so you guys see Himba women, and every time you look at them you're just like, fuck, I wanna rape this. So my friend told me, no, they don't see Himba women like that because they're not attracted to them, they're not sexually appealing. But then at the back of my mind I'm just like, how is it not sexually appealing? All the boobies are out, and you guys are provoked by us wearing things that are revealing your feet and stuff like that. And you're still like, nah, it's not the same case. And I'm just like, okay. What about men that are raping children and babies? Babies and children are sexually appealing. So guys, if I just feel like, if you find yourself in a situation where you think like that, then you probably really need help, because you having a mind that of a rapist, it's sickening, guys. And also, I know somebody's going to come here and say, not all men are like that, of which I'm not saying all men are like that. I'm just saying men really amaze me sometimes. Not that every man does it, but chike, guys, I think it is what it is. And just the same way, I can't not all girls are doing it, but you guys are still generalizing. Why? Because you had an experience with a woman that did that to you, and so stop this whole thing of trying to defend yourself. Also, on the other hand, guys, I just want to say that, you know, sometimes parents want to think that children are safer when they're home, and it's really not safe when they're out. I need you guys to understand that girl, as long as somebody's a girl child, they're really not safe anywhere, not at home, not anywhere. And that's the reason why you guys be like, yeah, Zana, mati, chika chika, you know, which is actually really wrong and very sickening, because a child is supposed to feel comfortable and safe in their own home, but now even in their own home, they're not. And I want to say that in the house on menu, dokwata kanono kachona afekatara kafochike or object, a sexual object, that person is not supposed to be in that house in the first place, because a house is supposed to be the safe haven for a child, and it's actually not. Because personally, I've had an experience with an uncle who harassed me. I've had experiences with cousins who harassed me, but at the end of the day, I remember the incident with my cousins. I told my mother. I never told my father, because these cousins are from my father's side. I never told my father because I knew definitely I was going to be judged, because it's not my first time going to be judged regarding now I was judged for. And I was harassed by my uncle, which I never told anyone among the parents or the elder people. But I just know this person, I'm not about to let them get close to anywhere, to my sisters at all, because if I hear this person is somewhere close to my sisters, I'm about to expose this person. Could you know? This person cannot be around my sisters. This is how this person is. This person views us as his prey and he the predator, so it's not going to work. So yeah, really, a girl child is not safe anywhere. It doesn't matter what she's wearing, and you guys should really stop this thing of talking like this, because you're making it hard for people to come out and to talk about their experiences and to report what they've experienced, because you guys are judging them too harshly. You guys want to say kucha, no mamonale, what, you guys feel like it's safer around family because you guys no shock and stuff like that. Mara, we don't even know for sure that kapenangwa aningi uchada kule by your uncles or by whoever when you guys were growing up, because still the world was still against women at the time that you guys were growing up, and nobody really came out. And I just feel like right now we are at a point where the world is really good, because people are coming out and they're sharing their experiences, and people are using other people's experiences to gain strength and to go out there and talk and report. But the more you guys keep making this whole thing look like it's a woman's fault, or pinning it onto a woman's behavior, guys, it's not right, because guys, no man, just think about it, you will find that no, no, if you don't consent to your husband or for your husband to have sex with you, then do you hear men being told the same thing? No, if you don't have sex with your wife when she wants to, she's going to look outside. Then why is everything always pinned on the woman? Why does it always have to be a woman's fault? So anybody who asks me, what was I saying? Why were you talking to this person in the first place? Do you not talk to people? Do you not go to people's houses? Do you not have male friends? Doesn't your mother have colleagues? So it's really crazy, and especially if you have a daughter or a sister, or if you're a lady yourself and you think like this, I'm sorry, you're really disappointing me. Guys, my phone keeps acting up, so I think I'm going to continue with this whole recording tomorrow. And also I want you guys to take note that I feel like this video is going to be really long, because I'm still in the first story or my first experience, and I'm still on to the second one. So I feel like there will be a part 2 for the second time I was almost raped. So yeah guys, let me continue recording tomorrow.